Hey, 3melee family, B-melee, and everything that lives and exists within this world that God created. I'm here making this message because I've been facing a lot of injustice, if I'm being honest. Injustice that I can't honestly tell you where it began, but I have one thing to say is this home where my father lives is not one that I could be trespassed from. But people have tried. And the last time that I was here, before I allowed an officer to take me into custody due to not being able to receive shelter from my father, who never said to me prior to when officers arrived that he wanted me to not come back on his property. So after 8 days of serving time in jail and coming back here, I came to see my father about 3 days ago now. And the first thing he gave me was $20 for food because I came and I asked him to feed me due to being hungry. And I don't want to go steal. I don't want to go take what doesn't belong to me. And I don't want to beg because I shouldn't have to beg knowing that I have parents. I have a father that lives. Why should I be out begging for anything? And the only reason why I'm even coming to him to ask him for anything, simply because I've been deprived of compensation for disability to my right upper back. But to summarize this, before I speak to this officer clearly, once again, he fed me for the past 3 days. He fed me for the past 3 days. Him and my stepmother, they both fed me. I spent the night in front of this house yesterday. And he told me today that my brother will come and that we would settle me needing until the 2nd of September so that I can get back to where I came from, which is Hawaii. And before that, I have a court date in Roswell on the 26th. So we talked about that's what I need. And all of a sudden, my brother comes here today, doesn't even try to talk to me first. And the first thing he does, he comes outside with my dad. My dad is like, look at his eyes, look at his eyes. And then my brother like, yeah, we're going to call the police. We're going to call the police. So, I use my right mind to say, okay, this is the energy. Let me walk away from it for a second. I walked away from it and I allowed them to do their thing. And eventually, I came back and we spoke. Everybody was fine. My dad never said, I wanted you to leave the property. But then I myself called officers because I did not know what else to do at this point, because I've already spoke to them that I needed to stay until the 2nd of September for me to go back home. But these people have deprived me of that because after these officers came, all of a sudden my dad is telling me he wants me to leave the property. After he's fed me for 2 days, 3, he's fed me. And all of a sudden, after 2 officers show up, he tells me he needs me to leave the property because I'm trespassed. I don't have a trespass. I don't have a trespass, and I've never been read a trespass by any officer stating that you should not return to a location where your father lives. And my father's name is Estri Eugene Kuduvo Akoli. If that man cannot say that of his own words, then he is not my father. And my name is Noven Habib Kuduvo Apelete. Simply and truly.